While the United Nations continues to consider a vote on sanctions to help curb violence and crime in Haiti, questions arise over the validity of the request by the Ariel Henry administration for military aid in the form of foreign troops on the ground in the country. Henry has been acting Prime Minister of Haiti and the acting President of the country since the 20th of July 2021, following the assassination of sitting President Jovenel Moise on the 7th of that month. As the months drew on with no indication that the long overdue general and parliamentary elections would be convened, thousands of Haitians began taking to the street in protest, saying that Henry, since he was never elected into office, did not have a mandate to govern. Calls for his resignation only grew louder after Henry was implicated in Moise's assassination and responded by promptly firing the lead investigator the same week he was supposed to have been interviewed by a judge about the matter. Henry's recent decision to discontinue fuel subsidies, leading to skyrocketing prices at the pump, have only bolstered calls for his ouster. Following the UN's receipt of Henry's request for troops to restore order in the country, some Haitians have grown more incensed over what they view to be an illegitimate leader's call for a foreign invasion. The request has fueled more demonstrations in the streets of Port-au-Prince and elsewhere, and even as international media speak about the military presence in Haiti almost as a fait accompli, some residents are desperately trying to tell the world we don't want any more foreign military on Haitian soil. In 2004, UN peacekeepers were deployed to Haiti following a coup that toppled Jean-Bertrand Aristide from his position as president. That 15-year-long mission included the sparking of a devastating cholera outbreak in 2010 that killed thousands after soldiers in a UN camp contaminated a major river by dumping untreated sewage into its waters. Although a panel of UN-appointed experts discovered that the strain of cholera that rampaged through the country was, quote, a perfect match to one found in Nepal, where the troops of that camp had come from, it took 6 years before the United Nations admitted to having a role in that outbreak. Despite the admission, however, the agency has never accepted responsibility or liability. Previously, no case of cholera had been recorded in the country for at least a century. The 15-year peacekeeping mission was also dogged by accusations of brutality and sexual abuse by the UN troops. Jose Mujica, at the time president of Uruguay, apologized in 2011 for the alleged rape of a Haitian man by Uruguayan UN troops. In 2012, 2 peacekeepers from Pakistan were found guilty of raping a Haitian child. A 2017 investigation by Associated Press journalists found that a child sex trafficking ring was being run in Haiti for over a decade, with more than 100 UN peacekeepers from Sri Lanka playing a role. One victim says she slept in UN trucks at the UN base and had sex with about 40 peacekeeping troops in 3 years when she was between 12 and 15 years old. One man, she told AP journalists, paid her 75 cents for her services. No charges have ever been filed as a result of that investigation. Amnesty International has also leveled accusations against UN peacekeepers in the country, saying that minor girls were being kidnapped, raped, or forced into prostitution from as early as the first year the United Nations troops landed on the ground in Haiti. Even when people weren't being abused, reports found they were being exploited, forced to exchange sexual favors for food, medication, or other material assistance. Haitians might be understandably reluctant to accept another cohort of foreign military troops, especially as another cholera outbreak has reared its head, bringing back memories of the devastation of 2010. Meanwhile, the United Nations Security Council was expected to vote today on a resolution that would try to bring an end to violence and criminal activity in Haiti by directly imposing sanctions on those deemed to be controlling, supporting, or funding gang activity. Top of the target list is said to be Jimmy Cherizier, former police officer turned fearsome gang leader, whose criminal organization has been blockading the main fuel port in Port-au-Prince and disrupting the distribution of humanitarian aid.